What Hawking, Einstein, and Freud said about God. 1. Stephen Hawking. The physicist's most famous book was A Brief History of Time. In it he spoke of glimpsing the mind of God. This led many people to assume he was religious, but Hawking clarified it.
What I meant by we would know the mind of God is we would know everything that God would know if there were a God, which there isn't. I'm an atheist.
For Hawking, God was the laws of physics.
God is the name people give to the reason we are here. But I think that reason is the laws of physics, rather than someone with whom one can have a personal relationship, an impersonal God.
2. Isaac Newton. The pioneering scientist was religious. In fact, he wrote numerous Christian tracts. His beliefs were rather unorthodox. Newton, for example, rejected the belief in the immortal soul. He discovered the law of gravity, but to Newton, it didn't mean the universe behaved like a machine.
This most beautiful system of the sun, planets, and comets could only proceed from the counsel and dominion of an intelligent being. This being governs all things, not as the soul of the world, but as Lord over all.
3. Sigmund Freud. Freud was brought up Jewish, yet he called himself completely estranged from the religion of his fathers, as well as from every other religion. Freud compared religion to neurosis. He wrote a work on religion, called The Future of an Illusion. In it he concludes that all religious beliefs are illusions and insusceptible of proof. 4. Blaise Pascal. The great mathematician wasn't overtly religious, but one night he had some sort of an epiphany. He wrote about it on a piece of paper. Pascal kept the paper sewn into his clothing. It was only discovered after his death. It said,
Fire, God of Abraham, God of Isaac, God of Jacob, not of the philosophers and the scholars. I will not forget thy word. Amen.
He also argued that a rational person should obey God's commandments. If there's no God, they wouldn't lose anything. But if there is, the potential gain outweighs the potential loss. 5. Thomas Edison. Edison rejected organized religion, but he was impressed by Thomas Paine's The Age of Reason. Edison was especially attracted to the idea of scientific deism. It's not exactly atheism. Rather, it's a belief in a guiding force that governs the universe.
I do not believe in the God of the theologians,
Edison said.
but that there is a supreme intelligence I do not doubt.
6. Albert Einstein.
I am not an atheist.
Einstein once proclaimed. Yet he wasn't a follower of any religion either. Einstein was a true agnostic, or religious non-believer, as he called it. He didn't believe in an afterlife, heaven, or God. However, the myth of his religiousness spread widely. An atheist once wrote a letter to Einstein. He'd read that Einstein was a believer and wrote to express his disappointment. Einstein replied,
It was of course a lie, what you read about my religious convictions, a lie which is being systematically repeated. I do not believe in a personal God, and I have never denied this, but have expressed it clearly. If something is in me which can be called religious, then it is the unbounded admiration for the structure of the world, so far as our science can reveal it.